What are your views on gay marriage?
Okay. Okay, I'm very specific on this and very precise. I'm a religious man. I go to Calvary Chapel Church, just to lay that on the line. And that's not what my church believes in. But here's the problem, or here's the challenge that I see. I don't want the federal government coming in and telling my church who they can marry and who they can't marry. I don't want them telling one person, because I don't believe in abortion for myself. I don't want the laws to tell someone else that they have to have the same moral values that I have. That's not, when I talked about the values of freedom, that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about people having the choice. I think the government should get out of the marriage business. They should have partnerships that handle all of the legal ramifications, you know, so that, and all of them, the 260 federal ones in addition to all the state ones, so that all of that's controlled, whether you're gay or straight or whatever it is. And then any church can marry whomever they choose. You know, whether it's this side or that side, but the whole thing, the separation of church and state, I think we get it backwards sometimes. I think that's to the church's benefit, and I work hard. I don't want my preacher preaching from the pulpit about politics, and I want to make sure that it keeps its non-tax status and follows all the rules, and that's the way I want it. But I want a strong separation of church and state. And I know that So that's where I see it as a freedom issue, and everyone should have the freedoms within reason to run their life the way they want to run it. That's my answer.
Congressman, I ask you the same last and final question. What are your views on gay marriage?
Well, first and foremost, let me assure everyone here that I do believe that people have a right to pursue their life, liberty, and happiness, and that's something that's fundamental to our country. And I respect that people who have different sexual preferences and what they want to do in the privacy of their own home. I'm not certainly one who stands up and uses my power or my position to condemn other people for their personal lives. And I do wish everyone happiness. I hope that people do find a partner in their life who is compatible with them and that they can share mutual love with, and that they can actually commit themselves through contracts or through just giving their word, even through a ceremony where they are committing themselves to one another. I think that's a wonderful thing, and hope that no matter what someone's preference is, that they find that in their life. Whether or not we should just discard centuries of development of marriage laws and customs and laws that are based on customs and legal rights that are granted to spouses, benefits that have been accrued and different laws protecting spouses from this and that, whether or not we should just discard all of that and make it all into a contract situation for everyone, I don't agree with that. And if someone wants to, as I say, wish people well, but I don't think that we necessarily, for us, for the rest of the community who perhaps has not been involved in the gay community, to have to redefine the society based on what the gay community was consistent with what they want. I don't find that to be something that is a necessity in order to protect their rights to privacy, their rights to run their lives. But the rest of us can define marriage as we define it, and I don't think it's right to tinker with that or discard those laws after